Folks, we have a very big news story today about the Magnificent Seven. So, in a recent commentary, CNBC's Jim Cramer argued that the Magnificent Seven, which is companies that are consisting of Apple, Amazon, Alphabet, Nvidia, Meta, Microsoft, and Tesla, are not past their prime. While many investors believe we've seen the peak of these tech giants, Cramer suggested otherwise. The Magnificent Seven still have a lot of room to grow thanks to secular tailwinds, strong fundamentals, and continued innovation. What's driving continued optimism? Well, there are some main reasons why Cramer gives that call for a very bullish outlook on the Magnificent Seven. Number one, dominant market positions and competitive moats. So these companies are leaders in their respective domains. That's cloud computing, AI, social media, e-commerce, semiconductors, etc. Their scale, infrastructure, and brand give them advantages that are hard for competitors to overcome. Number two, the AI and machine learning push. Artificial intelligence remains a major catalyst. Companies like Nvidia, for example, are deeply involved in building the hardware and software ecosystems that support AI. Others are incorporating AI into their products or adopting it to improve efficiency, advertising targeting, etc. And number three, strong balance sheets and cash flow. So these firms of the Magnificent Seven generally have very robust cash reserves, strong profit margins, at least relative to many tech peers, and diversified revenue streams. So that gives both defensive flexibility and the ability to invest for the long term, even in more uncertain economic environments. So, here's what Cramer acknowledges could go wrong. He doesn't say that these stocks are guaranteed wins, and he does raise some caveats and considerations for risk. So, the first thing is that valuations are already high. So, given their past strong performance, investors have high expectations built into the prices. This makes them more exposed to any disappointments. Even though Cramer thinks many of the Magnificent Seven are reasonably valued given future prospects, there is less margin for error, especially as it is perceived by investors. The other thing is regulatory and political risks. So big tech continues to be under scrutiny. Antitrust, data privacy, international competition, and everything from taxes to trade policy. Any regulatory misstep or hostile policy change could dent growth. But why does Cramer think that the best is yet to come? Well, putting the positives and negatives together, here are Cramer's core reasons for believing the Magnificent Seven still have upside. The first thing, they're doing more now than ever, expanding into new areas, leveraging AI, pushing into global markets. Their innovations are still early in many respects. We may only be in the early to mid stages of AI-driven growth. And there's a flywheel effect, meaning their dominance helps them attract talent, investments, and scale, which in turn helps them extend their lead. So, what are the implications for investors? Well, for investors, Cramer's view suggests even if these stocks are expensive, they may be worth holding on to or adding to, especially for those with longer time horizons. Investors should carefully pick among the Magnificent Seven, which have the strongest AI exposure, which are best positioned to weather the regulations, and which have diverse revenue paths. And folks, diversification still matters. Holding just a few of these without hedge against downside risks could be dangerous. Anyways, Jim Cramer's take is clear. While the Magnificent Seven have already done very well, he believes their dominant positions, ongoing innovation, especially around AI, and strong financials mean that their best days likely lie ahead, not behind. And that doesn't mean there won't be volatility or risks, but for many investors, the story isn't over yet. But that being said, folks, don't take the risky unless you're willing to do the frisky. That's all for now. Bye-bye.